This 50,000 visitor traffic boner was created using 100% AI. The website that it belongs to is currently making $20,000 a month and it costs nearly nothing to build. But the thing is, this niche was perfect for AI. In this video, I'm going to share 8 AI perfect niches with you so you can start tapping into this gold mine as well. But before we get started, let's answer the question, what makes a niche suitable for AI? First, the niche should not be heavy on data and facts. Large language models can sometimes have what's known as hallucinations, where they spit out some information confident AF, but it's actually wrong AF. This boils down to limitations like GPT only being trained up to 2021. So topics like current news and emerging science are gonna bomb. On the other hand, niches where opinions are the norm or consensus hasn't yet been reached are great. Personal development, for example. Every book you read on the topic has a new way to become the human you've always wanted to be. It's actually normal to have an off opinion. Now, some people are hung up on AI not being able to produce engaging content. I beg to differ. GPT-4 writes better copy than I can, and I've been in this game since 2009. But to get around this, what if you chose a niche where people don't even read? Here's an example. If your ceiling started leaking, are you gonna casually take your time and read each article until you find that perfect repair service for you? Hell no. You're gonna Google roof repair in your city, click on the first result, and call the number at the top straight away. Other ideal AI niches would have a low requirement of EAT, otherwise known as EAT. EAT shows up 126 times in Google's quality rater guidelines. It stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trust. Google wants your content to exhibit these factors, especially if your niche is your money or life, YMYL, that could affect someone's money or their health. But does that mean that all YMYL niches can't be conquered with AI? You need to think critically about it. If you were reading an article about life insurance recommendations, you wouldn't expect it to be written by someone with vast experience buying life insurance. It's something that people only purchase once in their lives. Now, another plus for AI niches is if they benefit from fast publishing. If a niche can be covered with 20 articles, you might as well write them yourself. But if a niche is large enough, then a huge deciding factor over who wins boils down to who can reach topical authority faster by covering the entire niche. This is where fast AI content generation shines. Now, the next key factors are no-brainers. Like with any niche you're getting into, you want it to be low competition. There's no use in competing against WebMD even if you have AI on your side. You also want it to be lucrative because, duh, you're not doing this SEO stuff for the fun of it. I don't know about you, but I plan on adding another zero to my net worth during this rising age of AI. So here's where I researched these AI perfect niche ideas. A few years ago, I did a data analysis on every website that Empire Flippers ever sold. It revealed the most lucrative and the highest ROI niches. I'm going to pluck out which ones are best for AI. Then I'm going to highlight the best niches from a massive thread that sprung up on the topic in my group, the Affiliate SEO Mastermind. After that, I'm going to manipulate ChatGPT itself to admit to me what niche it thinks is the best for an AI content play. And then at the end, I'll reveal which is my favorite overall niche for AI. But before we go down this rabbit hole, go to the link in the pinned comment to sign up for my free Affiliate SEO Masterclass. It goes over everything I'm doing today in 2023 to rank and bank. Now back to the show. So back to this best affiliate niches data study. The first one I'd like to highlight is the education niche. This niche came in second place for the best average monthly revenue amongst all of the niches. It includes categories like course preparation, certifications, and essay writing. By the way, essay writing itself is a great niche, but I do think it's a huge risk due to students now being able to insta-create essays using ChatGPT. Aside from that, the education niche is excellent for AI. You don't need to worry too much about getting facts incorrect. For example, the SAT test has had a total score of 1600 for a long-ass time. That may change, but you can always train your AI with new information, so no biggie. Does the education niche require EAT? Not really. You don't need an experienced, authoritative property management CEO to tell you which property management course is the best. They don't even know. They took the exam ages ago. Does the education niche benefit from fast publishing? You bet your buns. There's so many courses and certifications out there. You can start out with one of them like property management and then branch out, becoming the ultimate education resource. How's competition in this niche? Pretty low. I've been in it a few times. And is it lucrative? Yes. It's what I like to call an oh shit niche, where people will do whatever it takes and pay whatever's necessary to solve their problem. You take these exams one time per year and you torture yourself preparing in the process. People pay big bucks to only have to do it once. Now, before we move on to my next recommended AI niche, I wanted to highlight one to stay away from: finance. The obvious reason is that finance is literally the your money in YMYL. But another huge problem with this niche is that it just moves too fast. Once a language model starts to be trained in real time, then finance will be ripe for the taking. But there's also a clever solution to this, which I'll get to later. Next, I want to highlight the office niche. It got first place in the best ROI and link building category, and its sub-niches include computers, standing desks, ergonomic chairs, and so forth. When it comes to facts, AI might struggle a little bit. I've read reports of AI just making up specs out of thin air when comparing iPhone versions. But you could always just nip that in the bud by pre-training with the current specs. Eat? No worries there. I think I'll survive if I read a standing desk article that wasn't written by an orthopedic surgeon. As mentioned earlier, the office niche got first place in the best link building ROI category, so cost efficiency is great. And as far as money making potential, this niche is very dear to my heart. Ergonomic chairs is the niche that allowed me to replace my six-figure engineering salary and become a full-time entrepreneur. Thumbs up for the office niche. Next, we have survival and security, which gave the best ROI on time. Its subcategories include prepping, camping, and defense stuff like guns. Some people might argue that the survival niche is your money or life, but my argument is that your life isn't actually on the line when you're searching how to set up a tent, or what's the best ammunition for a zombie apocalypse. The niche has very low competition. People in it report a return on their time of freaking $2,800 per hour. That's because this niche makes bank. I know firsthand that the tactical flashlight keyword alone can pull over 5 figures per month. My overall favorite AI niche also came from this Empire Flippers report, and we'll get to that soon, but I wanted to switch gears for a second. Let's get into some of the gems that were suggested by you guys, the community. First, the book summarization niche, which I think is an awesome idea. Thanks, Jeff. Some people just don't want to sit down and read these days. Actually, most people. Feed the AI a book or video summary of a book and then have it create its own summary. It won't possibly get the facts wrong because you're pre-training the AI with everything it needs to know. EAT requirements are non-existent. No one is going to ruin their life if they'd read a slightly flawed summary of Great Expectations. I'd say the competition level is medium, but AI levels the playing field. Writing book summaries is an insanely hard task. First, you need to spend 12 hours reading the book in the first place, and then you need to write a review. AI can beast mode this niche and establish topical authority way faster than humans could. I love this niche for AI. The only downside is the earning potential. I'm not a huge fan of display ads for earnings, but to each their own. Next up, we have a special set of insanely scalable and profitable AI niches, and that's under the category of programmatic SEO. Programmatic SEO is the art of generating large-scale websites, leveraging coding and automation to basically print out web pages en masse. The vanilla old-school version of this is with mass page builders, where you'd create a single template for a roof-repaired New York landing page, and then use software to recreate this page for every city in the damn country. But there's so much more potential now that we have AI at our fingertips, which is why I called upon the best in the programmatic game, Robert Nischel, for examples. Imagine being able to call upon real-time financial data using APIs to analyze current market trends and create a website providing daily commentary on conditions automatically through AI. This actually solves a finance niche problem. Or imagine scraping the entirety of Google Maps to create a vegan restaurant locator website with reviews, feedback, and commentary generated through AI. Or my favorite, using ChatGPT to create PHP calculators for every damn calculator on the planet, and then becoming a topical authority for calculation in general. Next, I'm going to get meta with it and ask ChatGPT what it thinks is a dope niche for AI content. Yo ChatGPT, I'm an SEO professional that is looking to start a new website using ChatGPT for content generation. What is the best niche where AI content generation would be asymmetrically advantageous over human writers? Please consider GPT's limitations on getting facts incorrect, only being trained up to 2021, and not having personal experience, expertise, authority, and trust like a human would. Traffic for this niche's website would be based on organic SEO, so it should be filled with low competition and high reward keywords. Okay, it's suggesting creating a website on AI generated writing prompts. I didn't know exactly what it was talking about, so I asked it what the top 10 keywords for this niche would be. This makes more sense. AI writing prompts, creative writing ideas generator, story idea generator, art prompt idea generator, and so forth. I get it now. A website that can help creative professionals that are stuck and need a nudge to get their creative juices flowing. And you can code this whole thing up with AI. There's no need for factual correctness. Everything is supposed to be fictional. How about EAT? Eat Schmeat. Is there a better authority on AI prompts than AI itself? The niche is so new that competition is virtually non-existent. And as for how much money it can make, that's unknown. But if you ask me, any business that has AI involved is going to attract money like flies on shit. So now it's time to get to my overall favorite niche for AI, and that's the spirituality niche.
I'm going to teach you how to be ultra spiritual today.
This niche is out of this world, no pun intended. Subcategories include astrology, psychic readings, tarot cards, yoga, sound healing, manifestation, meditations, prayers, numerology, and the meanings behind dreams. It's huge. The spirituality niche crushed it in my data, clocking in at $24,000 in average monthly profit amongst its websites. But the best part is how well it's suited for AI. In this niche, there's no such thing as factually correct. Everything is subjective. Ever read your horoscope? Notice how they're written in such a way that anyone would read it and say, "Oh my god, that's so me." Eat? Is that even possible in this niche? Now, competition level is medium, and that's because it's so lucrative. The good thing about it is that this niche is so large, you would need AI content behind you to fully tackle it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to tackle that subscribe button for more videos just like this one.